Cold. Got very cold last night. So we got a little bit of rain the last 2 days. I think we're gonna be able to run tonight. We should be able to. We didn't get that much rain last night. We got a little bit of grain we're hauling out of the bin. Yesterday we hauled some grain out of the bin. Didn't even film anything. It's kind of relaxing. Anyways, that's what we got to do this morning. Then we'll see if we can't run some corn. So it's been kind of an eventful morning, and there's been a lot of working words and not a lot of filming. But I did get over here to find out that we caught a rat. Look at him. Oh, he's trying to get away. Oh, poor little dude. This part's probably not fit for TV, but let's just say he's not going to be okay. And had a short trailer light plug. Actually, the plug for the tarp. So, oh no. So we got the trucks loaded, we came over here and the dryer had shut off. Sounds like the air lock's plugged too. That's wonderful. After much thought and discussion over a hot dog and a bowl of chili, we have decided we're going to get the grain vac. We're going to shove it down in the air vac or air pipe hose. See if we can pull enough corn out to unplug the blower. It's like 40 degrees, but the wind's whipping through here. I'm cold. He's going to get up there. He's going to shove. He's going to shove something down that pipe. Full. Got it there. Meow. This thing on? Yeah. Full? Yep. Whew. Man, that wind's cold. I got sweaty earlier, just enough that my back's wet. Feels great right now. Kind of struggle getting it to seal up. We need suction power, so we need the hose going in there to kind of seal. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Hey, there's something in there. Look at that seal. Look at that. Hey. Well, we got a bunch out. Turns out the opening on that ain't big enough to take that much corn. Well, it's got that. Yeah. Yeah. So when we're using the blower, it's basically like the blower on the back of the dryer, except a lot smaller. It is shoving that corn through this hose, and I'm just holding this diffuser right above it. Well, this screen just ain't open enough, restricts it too much in. We made a mess, but I think our blower pipe's unplugged now, so that corn's easy to clean up. That pipe sucks taking apart. Make sure that gets back to the cabinet because we'll probably need it again. Would you look at that? It's unplugged!
Would you just look at that?
So the little Walinga saves the day. Just had to put a little bit of sealer on it. That's just the bottom of the grain bin weather stripping. Worked well. The only complaint is this thing's hard to push. But it's got pallet for it, so gotta get over on the other side of that auger. Alright, so we're going to take this truck that we loaded to town. The grain system we just unplugged, we're not hauling there today, but we need that dryer to run all day so that we can haul there tomorrow. Everything over there is pretty full. The wet bins are pretty full, even the grain that we've dried. We've been dumping trucks from the previous day, so the wet bin over there is still probably 90% full. So we need that dryer to run all day today. That's why we had to get that unplugged. We are going to be running some corn here. We will probably fill these wet bins. There's 3,600 bushel there. That's all they hold. If I let the dryer cycle a few times, we'll get a dry probably 1,000 bushel. So that's 4,600 bushel that we'll get to do before this is all full. We'll probably fill all the trucks. So there's 4 semis. And then we'll fill the grain carts. There's five 5,000 bushel. So if we're lucky today, we're gonna do 10,000 bushels of grain. If we're lucky. And then if we're feeling foggy, one of us will come over here around 1 o'clock in the morning and dump trucks all night to keep that dryer running all evening. So they are empty in here because Cargill is pretty much full as well. So they're only taking dry corn right now. Really, we probably should be making space in the bins, but we've got good weather. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. We're gonna run some corn tonight, I believe. But this load's 14, so we are good to go. We are finally about to get started. It's 3 o'clock. It's cold. It's dreary. It's gonna rain. I'm still cold, but I think all is well. And we got the Gleaner, so Dad is happy. So right now, our dryer, which is a batch dryer, was only about 10 bushels short from starting another cycle. So in order to get this thing drying, maybe even do a whole cycle while we are at the field, I am running some dry corn out of bin number 2, just enough to get the dryer filled. Little secret George taught me. Yourself think now?
Yeah, it's quieter, that's for definite sure.
Now you gotta steer though.
Yeah, I gotta steer.
So we do have a steering system for this, we just never installed it yet. Probably pull this thing in the heated shop first thing in the morning once it's 30 degrees. Knock that out.
You know something I don't know?
Nah, I guess we don't have that, do we? Are the Buckeyes winning?
They are.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, 7-0.
Game just started.
Yeah.
First load. That corn's running pretty good. It's just a little bit too wet to put directly in the bin. Some of it was 16, but I think it's probably averaging closer to 18. All right, this tells us where our leg's at. We're going to number 2 wet bin. We got the leg on. We got the dump on. A little bit too far, but that's okay. It'll slide right down in there and it breaks the dust up. So if that had been a little bit drier, we'd have taken it to town. They are taking 17.5 at town right now. We're going to have to haul corn in town anyways, because we're going to be about 25,000 bushels short of storage here. But it's just too wet. There's no one in town right now because of that moisture restriction. Oh, that's the wrong page. That's for beans. Kern. We have kern. But that's a good sign that we're drying down that much.
Howdy everybody. Well, we're back in the old Gleaner today. It's been fixed. They got her fixed right away, but we was over to other farms. So we used Lexington just to want to move clear over about 5 or 6 miles. So we just used that. Thought we was going to go to beans, use both, but weather didn't cooperate, so a little wet. But we're back at it today. She'll a little bit here this evening. Then we get 4 over here to help hold her bins. Do what we can, but everything running pretty good. Corn's good. Halfway dried down, some 16, 17, so it's getting a little drier. Just not quite dry enough to put in the bin though. So we'll still have to run a little bit of heat on it. So that's where we're at today. That's what we're doing. Well, better visibility out of the Gleaner, a lot quieter, really quiet. And a little better visibility. Cab's bigger, you know, and like all this far, the channel number, seems like the ear up, it breaks off and comes in. There's a lot of fodder going in there. Slow my head down, and we'll plug the auger up. Clutch go off, so we gotta run it real fast. There's a deer up there. We're down the river bottom, so there's lots of deer there. Lots of deer. Seems like with this Gleaner here, I don't know, it seems like I run a little faster than I do with the claws. I don't know. Gotta watch myself. I think it's just totally quieter. That, you know, when I run the claws for corn, usually, you know, 3,000 bushels is a pretty good average. I can get it up, I've seen 42 the other day, 4,500. But it just depends on the corn. But if I get to push this much, header clutch is still going off. Run the head fast, pretty fast. I can do a little faster, but I think Camelo, that guy said he's going lower. They wanted to get the head flatter. They thought would help it.
Well, there's the first 10 acres. It's a good sign that 10 acres took 2.5 trucks. But we got a 30 piece right here, and that's probably all we'll get tonight, I'd say. For one thing, we'll probably be full by then. I mean, this corn is doing pretty well, so 30 acres. Normally 30 acres, that'd be 6 loads. Yeah, 6 loads. It very well might be 7. Hopefully. Devastated. Cut today. Non-devastated. Harvested like 3 weeks ago. Maybe even 4. The Gleaner's almost camouflaged.
Yeah, you can see what the job there, I don't know if you can tell or not, the Devastator's really doing a good job knocking them stalks over and crimping them a little. Yeah, eating her up, Gleaner. It doesn't, you know, it does a good job. Just a little bit of root loss. That's why a little bit of shoe, but I'm getting a lot more head shell than anything. Yeah, we're just about full here. Yeah, we're full. I don't know if I'll make it back up or not. If I run over some camp corn, find out. Yeah, we made it.
So we dumped the dryer right when we left, and it is loading right now. That means the leg is not being used, so we can go ahead and dump the truck. At this place we have a drying leg and a receiving leg. Unfortunately, they are the same leg. We're going to be able to dump that truck, but it might be a little bit, so I'm going to go over here. They're just about to catch me as far as trucking. The day cab, we haven't used it at all, so I'm going to go over here, start it up with the air build. We'll probably have to take it down. They'll probably be waiting on me before I get this truck dumped. And if I do get it dumped, they will for sure need it after that to finish the field. Still going. Should have about 8 more acres left of that field. It's going to be close. I don't know if it's going to fit or not. And just like that, that truck's already loaded. They said they can hold it, but that's the last truck. Everything's full in the wet bins, and all the trucks are full. So after he loads that truck, the cart is it. And it looks pretty full. Time to clean our mess. So we're a little bit short, probably one more load down there. Good problem to have, but I was really hoping to finish that field, but it'll be there tomorrow. We're not waiting around 3 more hours to get a truck dumped, so just have to dump them later. Well guys, that's it for this one. We ended up getting a little over 10,000 bushels done this afternoon. Did about 40 acres, so not bad. For starting as late as we did, and the situation we have over here with dry storage space, that's progress, so we'll take it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.